So I heard that there was a new update for Phantom Forces recently, so I checked the update out. There were some noticeable changes to the game, which is nice. This video will mainly cover that, the noticeable changes to the game, as well as my opinion for the update taking place. Sorry if that was a little sudden, so let me just get onto the video now. So, the biggest change to this update was probably the new day/night cycle. Yes, I know that there were 3 new guns added to the game, yet I feel like this new day/night cycle has more of an impact to me. This new day-night cycle basically means that during the current round, there will be a cycle such as the sun rising and setting and the moon rising and returning to its original state. Just kidding, the sun doesn't move, but at least in Roblox it does, and so does the moon, and Stylus Studios fixed the moon in game so it now no longer looks distorted. Back to the topic, Stylus Studios added a day-night cycle which changes the light throughout the round. I personally like this new change for whatever reason. I believe that having a specific map set and a specific time of the day can look bland with the same brightness all around. Now with this effect, the brightness will change, making the maps look less bland. This new cycle also allows extra protection during the night, since a player could be harder to see during the night than the day. The new cycle does have another feature, being that players will be easier to notice when the cycle sets the map in daylight. Overall, I believe that this cycle is a great addition to the game and can make games play more interesting and make maps look less bland or dull. Another significant change are the new radar layouts. These radars look more detailed, plus they can give you an advantage since you can know where your teammates are pointing at. If your teammates are pointing at a certain direction and they are shooting, then there is a higher chance that the enemy is in front of where they are shooting, which can give an advantage as I previously said. This radar, in terms of appearance, looks a lot more detailed than the other radar styles that was in the game before this new update. The third and last significant change to Phantom Forces in this update will be the addition of 3 new weapons. The HK416 is one of the new weapons to this game, being an assault rifle. In my opinion, I feel like this weapon shouldn't have been added to the game due to 2 main reasons. 1, the weapon is really overpowered, like a new honey badger. This is mainly due to the high fire rate, the high amount of damage this weapon inflicts, and the manageable amount of recoil that this weapon produces. And 2, this weapon is being spammed everywhere. I've seen low ranks buy this weapon and spam it. I've seen high ranks buy attachments on this weapon along with spamming the weapon, and I've seen both type of people use this weapon everywhere, at any range, without doubt. It's actually kinda funny to see some of the low ranks use the HK416 since the low ranks, some but not all low ranks, don't know how to use this weapon and they end up spraying bullets everywhere instead of shooting properly. I hope this weapon receives an adjustment soon because it really needs it. The next weapon added to the game in the recent update will be the AA-12. The AA-12 is another new addition to the game, being classified as a shotgun. In my opinion, I believe this weapon is a decent addition to the game, although it does come with some negative effects. What I mean by this is not by the disadvantages of this weapon. I mean that this weapon is usually exploited or spammed constantly in some servers. What is sort of good about this is that not a lot of people are exploiting this weapon due to the high unlocked rank it features, disabling low ranks to use it unless they really want to buy this weapon with credits. Overall, I believe that this weapon is a good addition to the game. The last weapon added to Phantom Forces in the recent update would be the 5.7, being classified as a pistol. In my opinion, I believe the 5.7 is a semi-decent addition to the game. The reason why I think this is because this weapon doesn't really stand out from the other pistols. The 5.7 is just another pistol, you could say. This weapon does have some features that other pistols do not have, such as a 20-round magazine. This weapon does also have the second to last amount of damage inflicted to an enemy in one shot, which sort of ruins its purpose. This weapon is not all bad, however, since there are other advantages to using this weapon, such as a fast reload time and decent recoil for a pistol. Overall, I believe that this weapon was not the best addition to the game, yet I don't want to see this weapon removed from the game. Overall, again, I believe that this was a decent update that added some new features and added some new weapons, which is always interesting. I literally have no idea what to say next, so thank you for supporting the channel by being here, and as always, farewell.